you've been following Joe Rogan's advice to lose belly fat and you still look the same, you're not unlucky and you're not broken. You are doing it completely wrong. And part of it is because Joe Rogan is wrong. Not about everything, but about one thing that matters most. And if you don't fix it, you will stay stuck. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what he gets right and the things that are wrong, and it'll keep you fat if you follow them. I see this constantly. You wake up, coffee, no food, and you tell yourself, I'm being disciplined. You push your first meal back and you train hard. You try to do everything right. And by the end of the day, you're completely drained and you're starving. And still your body hasn't changed, or it's gotten worse. And this is the part that nobody understands. You're not stuck because you're not trying. You're stuck because what you're doing is training your body to hold on to fat. I've worked with over 200 guys in this exact position. And when we fixed this one crucial thing, they dropped 20 plus pounds without doing more. So if Rogan's advice works, why is it making you worse? Let me give you a real example. I had a client named Marlon, following a lot of the same advice you hear from guys like Joe Rogan, training hard, eating less, just trying to stay disciplined. And he was getting nowhere. And he told me, and I will never forget what he told me, I feel like I'm doing everything right, yet nothing is changing. To fix it, we didn't add more workouts. We didn't cut more calories. We just fixed the system. And within just 7 weeks, his body fat percentage went from 19% to 14%. Had energy again like he was in his early 20s. And his late night cravings went away and the weight finally started dropping. And this is where everything will start to make sense. Because the problem was never the effort, it was the system. Rogan is definitely right about discipline. Who wouldn't agree with these things that he said? But discipline is not your problem. Research shows that most people who lose weight gain it all back within a few years. Do you really think all of them just lost discipline? No, that is a system problem. It's like flooring the gas pedal when the car is in the wrong gear. More effort in the wrong system will just burn you out faster. Now, Rogan also trains really hard. Kettlebells, MMA, conditioning. And people see that and think, I just need to do more. That's where they go completely wrong. When you stack too much intensity, your stress hormones go up and your recovery drops. That makes fat loss way harder. But building muscle actually increases how many calories you burn at rest. After 30, if you're not training properly, you're losing muscle every decade. So your metabolism continues to shrink, making it harder and harder to lose fat. Now, here's a key component to weightlifting that most people miss. When you train close to failure, you recruit more muscle fibers. That is what actually drives growth. You don't need more workouts. You need more effective ones. If you'd like me to make a video breaking down exactly how that should look, just drop a flexing emoji in the comments below. Now, Rogan also talks a lot about fasting. And for most people, I completely disagree. This is a great way to wreck your hormones completely. And that's exactly why that client that I mentioned earlier was starving at night and couldn't stop eating. You see, your body handles food way better earlier in the day. So when you skip breakfast, you're skipping the time that your body uses food best. And eating more at night is linked to storing more fat. And when you skip meals, your stress hormones stay elevated longer. And that works against fat loss. And when you don't eat consistently, you miss opportunities to build muscle, which, as I mentioned before, slows your metabolism. You see, you're not messing up discipline. You're just messing up the timing. This is why I use a simple structure for myself and all my clients. I call it the 3-2-1 eating method. Here's the breakdown. The 3 represents 30%. That's 30% of your daily caloric intake being eaten at breakfast, and then another 30% at lunch. The 2 represents 20%. That should be eaten at your dinner time. And the 1 represents 10%. Now this can be a little confusing. There's 20% left in the day once you take out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But that 20% is split between 10%, 2 snacks, 1 between your breakfast and lunch, and another between your lunch and dinner. Now, I discovered this structure while I was studying in college. I was looking to put on lean mass, but I didn't want to gain all the fat that you gain when you try to bulk. I realized that by flipping how I ate my meals, not doing it the way that most Americans do, I was able to keep my metabolic rate high enough that as I was putting on mass, my body fat percentage actually dropped more and more, which took me from this to this in literally just 3 months. You see, when you eat earlier, your body uses that energy instead of storing it. And spreading meals out keeps your body in a better position to build and maintain muscle. Same food, same calories, different timing, different result. You see, Joe Rogan isn't completely wrong, but his advice isn't built for most people. I always like to say we don't live by the exception, rather the rule of how the body works. Strategic strength training builds the engine. Structure removes friction, and timing turns it all on. You don't need more extreme things. You need a system your body actually responds to. If this hit home for you, make sure to hit that like button so you can get more videos just like this. And make sure to start by fixing one of these today. And if you want help applying this, check the description and make sure to watch this video next.